on the situation in Yemen. James Munn, the director of the Geneva office of the Norwegian Refugee Council, joins us now. Good to speak to you. So how dire is the situation in Yemen?
Well, I think we can't underestimate the situation right now. We're looking at 75% of the Yemenis population actually in need of assistance and aid. So when we look at what we're seeing today in Geneva with the pledging conference, I think what we are also seeing is a huge impact from many member states calling for a cessation of violence and a bringing together of peace.
So this situation, the conflict in Yemen, has been going on for several years now. Why?
Well, I don't think that it's to any surprise that the continuation of the violence in many ways has been exacerbated by a polemic side from both sides, to be fair, in a lack of discussion on peace and negotiation so far. And I think that's what we're all calling for today and regularly, that both sides of the conflict come together, and that what we have today with the pledging of millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, indeed, will only go so far, that what we need is a political resolution.
And what kind of assistance is NRC calling for to help civilians in Yemen, James?
What we're calling for right now is for not just, as we said, access to those that are displaced, those 22 million people who need our assistance, but also restrictions to be lifted on the port of Hodeida is one example, the continuation of opening up of the airport in Sana'a. These are all lifelines to these people that get access not just to humanitarian assistance, but also commercial assistance. We've seen, for instance, right now, the depreciation of the currency, 47% of it is lower than what it was in 2016. All of this means that purchasing power is also decreased.
And James, do you think the international community is doing enough, though?
I think we're doing as much as we can. I also think that it's time for the United Nations Security Council to bring these warring parties together. I think that sanctions only go so far, words only go so far, and now it's time to see action. Today I was at the pledging conference at the Palais des Nations in the UN here in Geneva, and all states are calling for a bringing together of political dialogues. I think even we have heard that from the UAE, we've heard it from the Netherlands, Switzerland, Sweden, Norway, the United States, the list goes on. So we're hoping that the warring parties are listening.
We have to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for that insight there, James Munn.